Hello, I'm Christine McDonald, and I'm down at Likens Park in the northeast corridor of Kansas City, Missouri, where I spent 17 years of my 21 years of being bought, sold, homeless, addicted, prostituted. I went through a lot of stuff over the years, being paid for, sometimes as many as 20 times a day. In that journey, a lot of things happened. I dealt with the disease of addiction, sometimes for a coping mechanism to deal with the trauma, so I didn't have to feel. One of the things I think we forget to address when we think about the world of trafficking and exploitation, prostitution, is we don't really talk about the demand. You see, if nobody would have been out here paying for me, a trafficker wouldn't have had a reason to sell me. Some of the most vile and heinous experiences that I endured, from being stabbed and left for dead at the Missouri River, from being hogtied and branded with a cattle iron like I was an animal. So those things happened by the buyers of sex, the men who paid for me. When we talk about trafficking, we're always talking about new laws and legislation to go after the traffickers. Oftentimes, it's been my experience in the 16 years I've been out, lots of times the guys that are out here trafficking women oftentimes have incurred some of the same similar family breakdowns and abuse that leads women into this life. Not saying the traffickers aren't bad guys, and aren't saying that they're not manipulative and cunning and heinous in their own right. I'm just saying the missing part of this fight is the demand. For example, if you have 5 pimps with 10 women each, or men, or boys, or girls, or any combination of 10 individuals that they're selling in their circuit. Did you know for those 5 pimps, for those 10 human beings that they're selling, on average, those individuals, whether they're being paid for online, in a hotel, in the back rooms of a strip club, in a massage parlor, or in street prostitution, which has now kind of became a new thing again after the shutdown of Backpages. Do you know if they're turning 20 dates in a 24-hour period of time, that's 1,000 human beings willing to pay for the objectification, for sexual gratification of a human being? 1,000 buyers to keep the 5 pimps in business. So help me understand why we're not doing more to address the demand. My name is Christine McDonald. I was trafficked as a minor, never identified. When I became 18, I didn't magically no longer become a trafficking victim, but I became an adult and was criminalized. I think the more we know, the better we can help. I'm the author of Cry Purple and The Same Kind of Human, seeing the marginalized and exploited through eyes of grace. Thanks for listening.